Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. Well, when I say fall, I know there's some panic that maybe sets in because that means winter is coming, but just pump the brakes on that for a moment because there are some positives when it comes to fall, and it's really an opportunity to refresh some things in your life and to get back to some routine. And here to tell us some must-haves and must-dos for fall, I'm joined by Janette Ewen. Welcome to the show, Janette. Great to have you.
Great. Thank you for having me here. And I'm actually wearing my first fall must-do. Everyone knows I love overalls. Well,
You
not
do?
everyone, my friends do. And I switched into my corduroy fall overalls this time of year.
I love it. And you know what? I mean, we always talk, you and I, about must-haves, and I threw in that must-dos because for people that don't know you personally like I do, or perhaps don't follow you on social media, which they should because you have a fantastic social media profile, but you're really about getting into shape and getting moving, Janette, and that's where we start because you've done some research and you were really surprised to find out how many people are walking in the city of Ottawa.
Well, I love walking. I discovered it this summer. I'm sure all of us have this sometimes where you just get kind of stuck in a slump with your body. I wasn't really responding to my regular workouts. So I added something I'm going to mention in a minute, but I started walking and I joined a walking club and
Nice.
It was so much fun. And I did some research and Ottawa I've already counted over 47 walking clubs. They have the Nepean Nomads. There is the Slow Walking Club. And then we also have the Ottawa, the Ramblers. So they
Nice.
ramble. But different clubs do different things. Like some go to small towns in the region to visit and explore. Others do like 5-hour walks, which is a bit much for me. Others go slow, different age groups. There's dress-up walking clubs. So I'll have a link on my Instagram for that. And with my walking, I get started with, this is one of my favorite things, and you'll see I put a little Canadian flag on it because it was developed in Ontario with
Nice.
McMaster University. And this is Stay Above Nutrition, and this has become my new best friend. They have a number of great products, and I really love the Muscle 5 Power Protein. Honestly, it's easy to digest. I've had problems before with that, but this one is so easy. And it's made with New Zealand whey, which is like the best quality you can buy. It tastes great. I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 months with the walking and have noticed a great difference, less joint pain. And they also have like omega-3s, creatine. So definitely check them out at stayabove.nutrition.ca.
Do you take that before or after? What do you recommend?
I have just tried different things. And what seems to work for me is I walk early in the morning now and I just have a coffee. And then when I come back, I have one of these and I actually put it in a wine glass and put a fancy straw in it and kind of take 5 minutes for myself
Nice.
to be like, it's my little stay above moment.
I love it. Well, let's talk about the kids because you have some ideas to sort of invigorate the kids and challenge them a little bit as well.
Exactly. And number one is you can get them walking and doing stuff too. And I'm big into scavenger hunts right now. So I found all these great scavenger hunt sheets, and these were on HP's printable website. And they have a ton of great worksheets on there too, just for extra work, like pizza fractions.
Oh,
Who
that's
doesn't
great.
love counting? Like, what a great way to learn pizza. And they've got fall crafts and stuff and everything. And of course, everything's free, which is great. I really rely on my HP Envy Inspire with HP Smart Plus printing system. It does all the thinking for me. So if it senses that I'm getting low on toner or ink, it's going to order it, arrive at my doorstep. I can use my smart app to print things on the go. So it's really technology that's as smart as the kids and easy and coherent enough for the parents to use. And you can get more information at hp.ca.
You mentioned, sort of fall fashion off the top because you've brought out one of your favorites. You're wearing it right now. But let's talk a little fall fashion and local flavors because that's something you want to target today too.
Yes, and that's getting to the market. I mean, honestly, the market is one of the best in the world. And you can shop for not only food and wine and stuff there, but you can shop for great fashion too. So definitely support local. Another great way to support local is support our local farmers and make dishes that are themed on what's available locally. So I did this really interesting, it's kind of a pumpkin grilled chicken salad, and I paired it with Ontario local wines. So I love the LCBO. I mean, who doesn't? And they have over 400 VQA wines. Ontario specifically has so many unique regions and unique flavors. So you can visit your local LCBO retailer to discover all the unique flavors. And this is one of my new favorites to go with my chicken. It's Our Story. It's a Pinot Grigio. It's so light and crisp, and it has notes of things like honeysuckle and white rose. So it's kind of like that fresh, crisp crossover as we move into the new season.
I love it. Very nice. Nice notes for sure. You know what? We talked walking off the top, and then of course that's a way to get outdoors, but you have some other ideas on how to embrace the outdoors.
Okay, I can't even stress how stuck I was with my like just fitness, health, and happiness. So I discovered hobbies again, and I started pushing myself to do things that I wasn't exactly used to, like tap shoes. Sadly, I got the boys' tap shoes because the girls' ones weren't on sale, but I love it. And I know the Ottawa Dance Academy has classes for adults, and everything is really kicking off now. So I noticed they had a ballet and stretch class. There's so many great dance academies in the region if you want to take something fun like tap or dance, or even pick up maybe an art class. If you are lucky enough to be a senior citizen, the senior centers offer a ton, and even local craft stores, like the big one, Michael's, they offer, I'm like, Michael's, they offer free classes. They offer free classes. They just announced their schedule today, actually. I noticed in my email.
Okay.
And you get the supplies with that too. So, just like get out there. You might make a new friend, start something that you really like. I love the tap dance. It's my stress relief.
I love that you're doing that. I mean, tap dance is something I've always thought about doing, but I kind of thought it was, maybe passé and people aren't doing it anymore. But I mean, if you're doing it, it's obviously not passé. It's becoming trendy again.
I feel like you, because you have natural rhythm. I'm working with nothing, and it's going okay. You would do really, really well at it, but it's fun. And even the people in the class, like I love being around a range of age of people. Like everyone's from different places, and you end up like hanging out afterwards. And now I've made like a bunch of new friends, so it's pretty cool.
Well, and as I said off the top, right, when we think of fall, winter's sort of, lingering there, and people are concerned, like, oh, it's going to get cold again. But honestly, if you pick up a hobby, it makes winter so much more really entertaining and much more enjoyable. I mean, I'll give a shout out to curling. My wife and I took up curling 4 years ago. We've fallen in love with it. There's curling clubs like right across the entire province, across the country too. A shout out to the RCMP curling club because that's where we curl. But there's some great curling clubs as well, and for all age groups. Janette, always a pleasure having you. Thanks so much again for joining us today. Hey, don't go anywhere. Lots more Daytime Ottawa coming up here on Rogers TV.